Well, here we are on the road to Tyler County. We told you guys we'd get you some footage. I was talking and thinking more about like the beautiful landscape down in Southern Ohio and West Virginia, but let me show you what we're dealing with. This is why I hate cities and everything about cities, and I don't particularly like engineers either, because this is what we're dealing with. This is the third one now. We're on 33 heading east, just outside of Columbus. Alright, well, just like the last trip out of here, trip into here, we took a different route. I don't know why we keep doing this different route shit, but nevertheless, we had to cut through this little tiny town, and I'm talking like truck and trailer barely made it through the town, but we did. And we found where we screwed up the last time. We actually just turned off that road, so show them around a little bit, Nate. It's crazy because the last probably 20 miles of the track, I mean, look at that. Last 20 miles of the track, it takes you 30 minutes or so because you don't get much up over 40 mile an hour. You know, you're literally running mountain roads, and they're tight. They're pretty, I mean, there's some tight curves, and you got to be paying attention because you can easily put the trailer off the road. But nevertheless, man, beautiful country down here. You know, it's cooled down quite substantially. It's 76, but it's really humid down here. But yeah, we just wanted to show you guys some of this shit. Look, there's a semi coming, so they truck through these roads, man. It's definitely doable, but it takes a little bit of practice to get good at it. That's for sure. It's way different than anything we deal with in Ohio or even Michigan. But yeah, I just wanted to show you guys some of this because it's pretty neat, man. Some of these little side roads and driveways and stuff, there's no way you're even getting a truck and trailer, well, my truck and trailer anyway, up them. I mean, some of these tracks go almost straight up. So pretty cool stuff, but we're almost to the track. We're about 12 minutes out now, and we'll catch you when we get there. All right, night one, finally made it here. The place is packed. See the Rogues is just living her best life out there. Brandon's working on the car, doing some stuff that we didn't get a chance to do before we had to leave. Nate's out there working on some tires, as Nate does. And we are parked back here in the boondocks. So like deep, I don't know, they call this a holler down here or what. But nevertheless, a lot of cars here tonight. They're doing some classes tonight that they're not running tomorrow, and it's just a holiday weekend. This place butts up to a fairground, so the campsites are just packed. Had some trials and tribulations on the way down with mom and dad again, but we made it down. We're gonna hopefully get some test laps in tonight, and see how this thing feels around here. Hopefully we can figure out something a little bit before tomorrow's show. So we'll keep you guys updated. We'll try to show you some of the stuff. There's some, like I said, there's a lot of cars here. Place is packed. Should be a hell of a good weekend. All right, nice little fireworks. They're getting ready to send this mod feature to Green. I believe it's $2,000 here to win tonight for the UMP mods. So we came up here, kind of watch the track a little bit, see what we got to do for testing. Pretty much got the car ready to go. We'll see, it's fast and pretty hammered down tonight. So old Drake Troutman put on a hell of a show in the heat race. We were standing over there in 3, and he put her in on a cushion on the last lap. It was fun to watch. So I'm pretty excited about this mod feature. We'll see. you guys can see, that's kind of what the track's like tonight. They are hammered down. Old Troutman's up there just ripping the lip in his mod, so that's kind of fun to watch. I don't know about you guys, but that gets me pretty excited to see these guys getting around here, this little tiny place, and just hammering on her. So the West Virginia red clay does not disappoint today, and we're gonna watch the rest of this feature. Hopefully get some good laps around here ourselves, and then hopefully we'll be fast tomorrow. Turned a few laps, you guys saw. Car felt pretty good. You know, it definitely helps coming down here 3/4 of the way through the season versus first night. The driver definitely felt a little bit better, and you know, honestly, some of the places that we've been running help a lot. I mean, this place is kind of similar to Attica in some ways. The corners got quite a bit of banking up on the top, and they're decently flat down at the bottom. So like driving in the top, driving in the bottom are like two completely different tracks. But you know, racing places like that, it kind of helps you widen that track out, make it bigger than it really is, and be comfortable with it. So I think we got a few tenths left in this. From what they were saying, we were right there with anybody that was making decent lap time. We were right there with them. Car felt pretty good. Like I said, I think we got a few more tenths in us. I wasn't pushing it as hard as I could have. The last thing I want to do is, you know, rip a quarter panel off or knock a right front off this thing and practice laps, just testing. You know, I can get in a little bit deeper and probably get up a little bit higher and really get into the cushion up there and make it get around there pretty good. But motor seemed to run good. Gear choice was pretty good. I think we're right where we need to be. All in all, pretty good night of testing. You know, just it's good to get some laps around here. This is a lot different than anything that we normally run with the wall all the way around this place, and just the way the track is. So good night one down here. We'll bird bath this thing up in the morning. It's filthy. It's humid. It's like 9,000% humidity. It's basically raining.
Literally, I was underneath the car making some changes before testing, and the bottom of the deck was dripping on me. And I mean, that's the underneath from the moisture in the air. I mean, the whole car was just a film of water. I mean, you could see where it was like, yeah, right there where it was running up the filler once he went green. I mean, it was just, it's just wet.
So they're talking about a little bit of rain possible tomorrow, but nothing too severe. I don't think we'll have any issues. So we'll see how it shakes out. They're going to do group qualifying. You know, if the track's anything similar to what it is today, we should be right there pretty fast. Talking to some people from down here, you get some hitters that show up to this thing. They put that kind of money on the line, and this area in the country, there's some fast guys that show up with some, you know, steel block motors, and so we'll have our work cut out. It ain't gonna be no cakewalk, but I'm pretty confident with where we're at, and we'll see what tomorrow brings.
Now we're gonna go try to debo a good parking spot up front. We're out here in the boons, and you know, they ran a bunch of classes that aren't running the rest of the night, so should be a bunch of open spots up there. We're gonna try to go get one of those, so we're not back here in the woods getting eaten by the black bears down here, brown bears, whatever bears they got.
Some bears.
Anyway, all right, good night. You guys have a good one.